afternoon and welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, in response to the devastation wrought by Hurricane Beryl, the Kimia Glasgow fashion brand is spearheading a heartfelt toy drive to support children affected by the disaster. The hurricane has left numerous families homeless and their homes severely damaged across Union Island, Mairo, Bequia, Kanawan, and mainland St. Vincent. Currently, approximately 300 children are residing in various shelters throughout the region. The toy drive, which is supported by Andrew and Jolene Williams of Flow Wine Bar and East Incentric Inc., aims to collect toys and creative supplies for these young survivors. The initiative is further backed by Kimia Glasgow's monthly Latin night event at Flow Wine Bar. Kimmy Glasgow, the founder of the fashion and style lifestyle brand, expressed her commitment to helping these children find moments of joy and normalcy during this challenging period. The public is encouraged to contribute by donating new or gently used toys at the official drop off point Common Ground Retail Store, located in the Kingston Cruise Terminal building. Glasgow emphasizes the impact of each contribution, saying that they will make a significant difference in the lives of young survivors who are facing immense challenges. The Ministry of Housing is making significant strides in the post Hurricane Beryl recovery efforts, with repairs underway on approximately 600 homes across the nation. These properties, classified as having level 1 and level 2 damage, are currently being addressed, while the Housing and Land Development Corporation, the HLDC, is preparing to launch its rebuilding program for homes with level 3 and 4 damage. The scale of the rebuilding operation is considerable, and to support this massive task, the government is distributing building materials across St. Vincent and the Grenadines, with supplies available at designated depots. Additional materials are being sourced both locally and internationally. In a bid to enhance the reconstruction effort, the government is actively collaborating with the Canadian government and a Canadian company specializing in innovative building solutions. This partnership aims to develop an effective program tailored to the needs of affected communities. While many homeowners are undertaking their own rebuilding efforts, often with government support, the coordinated efforts signify a comprehensive approach to restoring homes and communities in the wake of the hurricane's devastation. Still on the local scene, Minister of Education and National Reconciliation Curtis King has commended the efforts of all stakeholders following the release of this year's CAPE and CSEC exams. The Education Minister during Thursday's parliamentary session noted that preparation for the exams by the various stakeholders would not have been without challenge, but said this is all the more reason why they should be congratulated for their success in the CXC exams. We hear more from Minister King.
I rise to offer my congratulations to all the stakeholders involved in the preparation of our students for the very important external examinations which have just been completed. Those conducted by CXC, I refer to CAPE and CSEC. Madam Speaker, the teachers, the leadership of the schools, parents, other sponsors and supporters, as well as, and very importantly, the students themselves. Every year they engage in this exercise, despite whatever challenges might confront them. And I'm always very happy to offer my congratulations whenever they come out successfully.
That was the Minister of Education and National Reconciliation, Curtis King. Minister King, during Parliament on Thursday, said he was not yet in a position to comment on the overall performance of the nation in the CXC exams this year, as queries have been lodged. He assured that once all the relevant information is at hand, a detailed report on this year's exams will be made available. On to news in the region. The first Caribbean edition of the School of Digital Transformation and Innovation took place from August 12th to 15th in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. The event, organized by CAF, Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean, The United Nations Economic Commission of Latin America and the Caribbean, and the Caribbean Telecommunications Union and the Internet Technical Community brought together policymakers from 12 Caribbean territories. The 4-day program focused on enhancing digital skills and knowledge, with sessions on the Internet ecosystem, data driven economies, and aligning digitalization with productivity goals. Participants engaged in capacity building exercises and visited Trinidad and Tobago's Ministry of Digital Transformation, where CAF is supporting a new data center project. The government of Antigua and Barbuda has announced plans to introduce a 7-hour lockdown for juveniles aimed at curbing youth violence and gang related crimes. In a post cabinet press briefing, cabinet spokesperson Melford Nicholas revealed that the parliament will soon table legislation to impose the curfew under 18 years of age. The proposed law would make it unlawful for unaccompanied youth to be on the streets between 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Nicholas emphasized that this is a starting point drawing parallels to the country's COVID 19 response. The spokesperson said that the measure could be adjusted as needed. The Antiguan government plans to include exceptions to the curfew and implement a system of curfew passes. Finally, on the international scene, last week Fitch Ratings downgraded Israel's credit score from A plus to A. Fitch cited the continued war in Gaza and heightened geopolitical risks as key drivers. The agency also kept Israel's outlook as a negative, meaning a further downgrade is possible. After Hamas's deadly attack on October 7th, Israel's stock market and currency nosedived. Both have since bounced back, but concerns about the country's economy persist. Earlier this year, Moody's and S&P also cut their credit ratings for Israel. So far, Israel's war on Gaza has killed more than 40,000 Palestinians and decimated the economy in the besieged Palestinian enclave. There are signs of a blowback in Israel too, where consumption, trade, and investment have all been curtailed. Separately, Fitch warned that heightened tensions between Israel and Iran could incur significant additional military spending for Israel. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WeFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.